I'll go by Cameron for this story for privacy reasons. One night I decided to play Fortnite. My friends always played it, and I wanted to see what the hype was all about. I like playing online games using my headset, as I always liked talking to other players. One night I was talking with this guy. He told me he was around my age, which was 15 at the time. We was playing duos together. It all seemed normal until I was playing with him one night. Because it was a Saturday, we stayed up playing Fortnite until early hours in the morning, until he started making disturbing jokes, saying what he wanted to do to me. Being uncomfortable and scared as I said, "Stop, man, those jokes are creepy." He giggled in response. I went offline for a few days after that, as he seemed genuinely creepy. The third day of not being online, I received a message from him via the Xbox app on my phone. He demanded me to play with him, or he's going to find me and kill me. I got the chills, so I messaged back telling him I'm not playing with him anymore. He sent a picture of me that was taken outside my bedroom window without my consent. Cold sweat poured down my head as I saw this. It had a caption saying, "I know where you live." I flipped out at this point. I showed my parents, but they tried convincing me it's most likely one of my school friends playing some kind of sick prank or something. I asked all my friends if they knew anything about it. They all said no and told me I should call the police. To this day, I refuse to play Fortnite. My first experience was terrifying. Me and my friend Ellis was playing Fortnite one night as we usually did on weekends. We ordered pizza and honestly had a great time. My friend Ellis was better at the game than I was. We was eating our pizza and enjoying our milkshakes until we heard a knock at the front door. Ellis told me to answer it real quick because he was still playing Fortnite, so I assisted. I walked to the door and opened it nervously, as I was greeted by a grown man, looked to be in his early 40s. I waited for him to say something, but he said nothing. He just stared at me intently. I was confused and weirded out in this situation. Because it wasn't my house, I thought he maybe expected Ellis or Ellis's parents to open the door, so I gently shut the door and walked over to Ellis and said there was a man at the door. So me and Ellis walked over to the door expecting to see the man, but he was nowhere in sight. Ellis thought I was playing some kind of practical joke on him. I told him I wasn't, but he didn't believe me as he continued to play Fortnite. It started getting late, so we called it a night and went to bed. Ellis had bunk beds. Ellis slept on the bottom bunk, and I slept at the top. I must have slept a few hours until I heard Ellis scream. I opened my eyes and Ellis told me to run. So I did in shock. We made it into our neighbor's house when Ellis called the police. They arrived pretty fast. A day later, Ellis explained to me what had happened. As Ellis was trying to get comfy, he saw a hand emerge from out under the bunk bed, so stupidly of him thinking it's me playing another joke as he looked underneath the bed, revealing it to be a grown man in his early 40s. The police never caught the man. It horrifies me to this day that he's still out there somewhere. My son is addicted to Fortnite. He would always play it after school, or whenever he had an opportunity. One night I was in the living room enjoying a night bowl of cereal while watching my program on Netflix as I usually did on the weekend off work. Right then, my son came running down the stairs excitedly telling me a friend that he was previously playing Fortnite with is coming to our house to play Fortnite with him in his bedroom. Now this had me concerned. I asked my son, "How old is your friend? And do you go to school with them?" He said no. He just met him on Fortnite an hour ago. This sent chills down my body. "Did you tell him our address?" I said to my son. He said yes, and it'll be okay. Eventually the door knocked. I looked outside, revealing it to be a grown man standing on our front porch. My heart started racing at this point. I ignored it and took my son to his room, turning off his computer. We waited for 10 minutes until we saw the sensor light come on in our backyard. I went downstairs to make sure the front and back door are locked. To my luck, they was. Eventually I gathered enough courage and unlocked the back door and stormed outside trying to confront the man. He must have saw me because I heard footsteps running to the back gate and heard it slam shut. I tried running after him, but I heard his car engine start and he drove away. This man must have thought my son was home alone or something and tried to take advantage of the situation. My advice to the public is to be careful of who your children is talking to online, or you might encounter the same horrific situation as me.